I want to let you all in on a little secret. This is something that I have not told Krysta about yet, and I'm a little bit nervous about.
So we're here. I'm already nervous. There is some kind of birthday
This is the big
surprise.
moment. Yes.
Hey everybody, welcome to Super Kit Krysta 64. Krysta is not here right now because I want to let you all in on a little secret. This is something that I have not told Krysta about yet, and I'm a little bit nervous about, but I want to fill you all in first. For the last couple months, I have been working on making a video game, an actual video game that you can play, and it's been a real experience, so I want to use this video to take you through it. And this is actually going to be Krysta's birthday gift. Krysta's birthday is coming up in a couple days. I'm recording this about a week before her birthday. And this game that I've been working on is almost done. And I'm so excited to give this to her and see the look on her face when there's nothing to unwrap. It's, you can play this game. So, Krysta and I have this really kind of fun tradition now of giving each other really cool gifts, and there's this element of like trying to one up each other with like who can come up with the cooler gift. And for my birthday, which was a couple months ago, she gave me this incredible custom book about Iwata Asks, and it's actually still being worked on, but from what I've seen, it's incredible. It's like a one-of-a-kind thing. So when I opened that, I thought, oh my gosh, this is amazing. And then a couple days passed and I thought, oh my gosh, Krysta's birthday is about 2 months away. I really need to come up with something amazing to keep this kind of back and forth thing that we've got going. So I thought and thought and thought, and this is always what happens. It's like, I've got nothing. There's going to be nothing. There will be no gift. This will be the end of the friendship. But I started to land on this idea of like, what if I somehow made a game and could somehow put us in it? Like, that sounds like a really cool idea, but I don't know if it's possible. I don't know how to make a game. I've never made a game in my life. I'm barely competent, writing an email. So I knew I needed some help. So I started reaching out to people. I mean, that's a great thing is like, we're so well connected in the industry. And I started thinking about people that I could ask and people that I could bring in to help make this a reality. And the cool realization that I had was, I think I could do this bringing in people from our community, the Kit and Krysta community. So that's actually what I've been doing. And that makes this all the more special and all the more amazing. So I was able to bring in Tuskoub, who's an incredible up-and-coming game developer, to actually help me put the game part together and make something that works and runs. And I also got Dale North, who's an incredible musician who's done all the music that you see on the Kit and Krysta channels, did all the Nintendo Minute music when we were at Nintendo. He did a version of our podcast theme song for us as well. So the idea of this game, and again, I thought so much of like, well, what about our lives and what we do can translate to a game? And on paper, you might think like, well, there's nothing. You guys do a podcast, you guys make videos, you guys do YouTube stuff. There's no way to translate that into a game. And I just thought and thought and thought. And finally, I landed on this idea of like, what if we took our process every week of making the Kit and Krysta podcast and somehow turn that into like an adventure game, like a really simple adventure game where you could actually make some choices of how you approach recording this podcast, and the end, the kind of final score that you get is you getting the final information that you get from YouTube about how your video did. We can see this as content creators. YouTube will tell you either your video did great or your video bombed. So I think that's going to be a really funny way to wrap this up. I definitely wanted it to have sort of a retro style. Krysta and I have been on this retro games kick for so long now. We've had so much fun digging deep into like classic games that we grew up on. It also makes it, frankly, easier for us to make than having to deal with all of these 3D models. And thankfully, Tuskoub is a whiz at pixel graphics, so that's great. And I was, working with somebody, collaborating with somebody, you have to give them is a lot of information of, what do you actually want this to be? What do you want this to look like? What are some reference materials that you can use? And I kept thinking of this game that I played as a kid on the NES called Shadowgate. And it's not really a game that I enjoyed playing that much, but this idea of going on an adventure, having these different screens where one screen tells you, visually what's happening. One screen, you have a number of prompts. Another screen is giving you a text update of what's happening. I thought, that actually could be a cool way to translate the Kit and Krysta podcast into a game. So that's what we've done. So we've made all these different screens and all these different prompts. Each screen has like 4 prompts of choosing what Krysta is going to do to make the podcast. And they all have like behind the scenes this cool scoring system. So at the end, the game is keeping track of this decisions that you made as Krysta, and that all feeds into this final score, again, where you get rated by YouTube on whether your video did great or your video did terrible. In real life, Krysta is really like living or dying watching the results of that YouTube screen. So I think that's going to be hilarious when she finally sees what she clicked through and what she got. And maybe it's going to be good or maybe it's not, but I think that's going to be hilarious. But anyway, we've been working on this for literally months. It's been such a learning process for me to see how a game gets done. But the thing is almost finished. I have tomorrow a final check-in with Tuskoub just to see if there's any little final tweaks or final touches that we want to put onto the game. And then next week, I'm going to give it to Krysta. And I am so excited to see the look on her face when I show her this as her birthday present. I cannot wait. And I'm going to take you along the way for the whole ride. So you can see that meeting with Tuskoub. You can see what it's like giving this to Krysta. And who knows what we'll do with this in the future. I don't know. But this is such a cool thing, and we're so excited to take you along. All right, Tuskoub's here, and I wanted to dig into the actual making of this game with you because it's not anything I know about. When we started this project, I didn't even know if this was going to be possible or doable at all. So I guess just to start, like when I approached you about doing this, like what was going through your mind?
Well, first of all, I was really excited. I was like, oh my gosh, this looks so cool. I'm really excited for the chance to work on something like this. As soon as I saw it, I was like, okay, let me think about what this is. Pretty soon after, I asked you for that design document. That way I could get a good lay of the land of what to do. And after you sent that, I was like, okay, this is pretty doable. Started thinking in my head of a couple ways to approach this, and went. Yeah,
the design document was a good process because it did when we were starting. Like I had so many ideas in my mind. But of course, I have to give you something that you can actually work with that has some like concrete parameters and guidelines. And one of the games that I started landing on as kind of an inspiration / reference was Shadowgate, the old NES adventure game. And you came back with a pretty interesting kind of counter to that also has its fingerprints all over this game.
Yeah, based on like the structure and this kind of Nintendo adjacent NES type of vibe, I got a big Famicom Detective Club type of vibe from this project and the lay of the land. As soon as I saw it, I thought that would be a good reference point. It kind of emulates a lot of that early NES type of style that Nintendo used to rock with back then, so I thought it was a good reference point to go off of that.
And as far as once you actually started making the game, like what about it was the hardest thing to figure out or to take care of?
Honestly, for the dialogue system, I went through a couple different methods. I wanted to make sure it was very technically sound and like it would look good. In case anybody like pulls the game apart and looks at it, I don't want them to see a bunch of junk code. Like,
data mining.
This is just slapped together.
Kit and Krysta Podcast the game, oh no.
They're going to get
the DLC
leaks,
is going to get
leaked. Story spoilers. I saw this interface on GitHub where somebody developed this this graph that you can make nodes for and connect different data points to. So I figured it'd be a very good and easy solution to go with that to handle all the dialogue. Rather than storing it in a big text file or storing it in separate different parts of code, storing it in these little nodes allows me to edit and connect them very easily.
Yeah, and aside from the music, which we got the updated track from Dale North, which is awesome, you like went full on solo dev on this. And I was really surprised at the artwork because I was almost certain we'll need to find somebody else to take care of that. And I had some people in mind within the community that I was ready to ask, and you said, no, let me give this a shot. And of course I had the confidence, but I didn't really know what to expect when you sent that through. Like, how I don't know how you're able to do all these things at once, I guess is my point here.
But with the art, that's just something I've always kind of done on the side. I don't think I'm like great at art, but I feel like I'm good enough to be able to make small games and like student projects, indie projects and stuff. If I'm really gonna go rough it, do it by myself. This is something I've been doing since I was little. I actually started with a lot of what I learned about art came from Art Academy on the DS. Like basic shading techniques, I still, in my head, I think about when I used to play.
That's amazing. So we're about, let's see, we're under a week from actually giving this thing to Krysta, and I think we're in really great shape. I think it's like 90-something% there. From your perspective, like what's on your checklist of things to wrap up?
There's really only one thing left, and that's drawing out the ending screens with the like stylized YouTube analytics. Everything else is pretty much finished. Like all the technical aspects, the sound, the transitions, the scoring systems, that's all awesome. Pretty much done.
And you brought up an interesting point the other day that I had not really considered, which was, do we want to release this to the public? And that was not a thought that had crossed my mind. I was like, well, I'll give this to Krysta. It'll be a fun thing for us to kind of have between us. Maybe we should do this, though. Enough. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, it's a little cool bite-sized experience. I don't know if people are going to min-max this or get the world record on Kit and Krysta's big decision, but
it's exactly like making a real podcast. You do 4 things right, and you get a million views or listens on it. Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, awesome. Well, I'm feeling so good about where we are with this. I think this is going to be really awesome. I think it's going to be really surprising. I'm definitely going to check in with you after we give this to Krysta and let you know how it goes. But I guess I'll let you get back to wrapping this thing up. All right. Today is the big day. I am driving into the studio. Tuskoub and I had a pretty busy last couple days getting the game done. Did some QA, squashed some bugs, had a couple last-second tweaks on the text in the game just to get the wording all right. But as far as I'm concerned, this thing's done. And I am pretty nervous, honestly, about showing this to Krysta because we've been working on it for so long. I think it's awesome. I think she's going to think it's awesome too, but you never know. I really expect that when I walk in today, she's going to be like, so where's the present? You know, where's the thing in the wrapping paper? And, you know, there's nothing. So I'm really curious to see how this all goes. And of course, we're going to share it all with you. So I'm almost there and we'll get the thing going.
So we're here. I'm already nervous. There is some kind of birthday
This is the big
surprise.
moment. Yes.
You have been giving me lots of like little birthday gifts, not even little, like cool birthday gifts all throughout the month of May because we are birthday month celebrators.
Yeah.
And apparently this is the big birthday surprise.
Well, there's a bigger one that I've been working on for you that is a little bit different. All we have here in front of you
is a laptop.
Is my laptop with some
Your
headphones
work laptop
coming out of it, which seems to have completely thrown you for a loop.
This is where you're like, so your birthday present is to make these 5 presentations. Good luck to you. What's happening?
You were asking me if this was going to make you cry, and then you said that you were about to cry, And you
I didn't even bring the tissues
look
over.
extremely nervous.
I don't know what to expect.
So-
This is very
Well,
very
good.
different.
That's good. That means that we're headed in the right direction,
You should
right?
have wrapped your laptop with the wrapping.
I needed that actually, so I couldn't do that. But here, let's go. Let's
Okay.
finally check out what this thing could be.
All right. What is it?
So let's open the laptop up,
We're gonna look at your password.
and we have
Krista's big decision.
a folder. It says "Happy Birthday, Krista," and then something here called "Krista's Big Decision."
Oh no.
What could that be?
You're fired.
That would be my decision. I'm
Okay.
going to record the screen so that we can capture all of this. So that's going. And should I open it up?
Yeah.
And get it started?
Yeah.
Okay.
What is it?
Oh. Oh my God!
Wow!
Something that. What do you think this is?
I think this is a game.
Wow, it is.
And I see that it's developed by one of our amazing and talented Patreon community members,
Yes.
Tuskoub.
That's right.
Oh my God! This is so cool! Okay,
So you just used the arrows.
Okay.
And then space is enter.
Okay, so we gotta start.
Yes.
Wow! Oh.
It's almost time to sit down and record a new Kit and Krysta
Look
podcast.
at the studio!
What should Krysta do next?
Okay, is this like a decision-making thing?
Well, it's called Krysta's Big Decision.
Take several deep breaths into a paper bag. Take her usual seat to the left of Kit and remind Kit that the heat...
You can't even read this.
The universe is inevitable. Run into the bathroom and stare into the mirror. I have the power.
That's usually what happens, right? So you
This
gotta
is
pick
the
one.
one,
You gotta
yeah.
pick one. Okay.
Oh
look at that!
my God!
It's little Pixel Us.
This is so amazing. Okay, everything is ready. Time to start recording. Wow. Okay. Oh, obviously.
You have to make choices.
So, I mean, we used to say
There,
this,
right.
But now we say this.
There's 4 choices. Okay.
Oh my God, these animations are good. Why are you always thinking about Mega Man?
But it's so boring.
So
what are you gonna do to get me off of Mega Man?
Reminder of the rhythm. Yes, that's true.
Well, which one?
The second one is very true. I was going to talk about a Mega Man game that came out. I don't shut him up. Oh
Gotta
my
make
God.
a choice. It's your big decision.
This one.
Okay.
Did you just hit me?
No! I hit the plant.
Oh, the plant.
This is something that really happens.
Look at this arm. It's like wildly waving. Oh no, I'm sorry.
Now who's got the wildly waving arm?
Kid is getting animated while discussing the news.
Gotta protect the plant.
I do have to protect a plant all the time. Plants are people too.
I think that's my favorite line in the whole thing. Do nothing but hold a silent grudge for years.
I mean, I have several.
Because I think that's what's
against you.
actually happened.
I have several against you.
All right, it's time to wrap it up.
Okay.
Get to the end of the podcast. Gotta have a big finale.
Back to the bathroom.
That's happened.
Sometimes when we go over 2
That
hours,
has
I do
happened.
have to pee a
Yes.
lot. With panache. Oh man. I have to go with this one because we were just talking about
Yeah.
the Patreon
Okay.
names.
Oh, so we get the result. So this game actually judges you based on your selections, and you get this is the YouTube screen that we see
Yeah, the analytics screen.
when we release a video.
This is like giving me anxiety, even though it's
Oh,
fake.
good. So this is not a terrible outcome. This is okay.
4 out of 10.
But I think you should try again and give some different answers and see.
Oh my
and
gosh,
see
this
what
is a crazy thing. I can't believe Tuskoub made this. This is so cool.
I think you should
All
try
right.
again. Did you notice the music?
Yeah, it's our music, but it's
a different version.
A different version.
Dale made this himself.
Did he did?
Yes. Dale did this.
Oh my gosh!
thank you, Dale.
Thank you so much, Dale. We should use this version as like a
We will next week.
as a little Easter egg. Yeah. Okay. So what did I say last time?
I don't remember.
I said the last one. Maybe this one. Maybe if I just do the very normal things. This is the normie one.
Well, I mean, some of them may not be obvious. Some of them maybe are obvious, but some of them may not be.
What if it's just like, this is just like the normal, if it was just for real, in real life?
Real life.
I mean, I can say this in real life.
Well, that's not what you usually say. Now you're going off your plan here.
Okay, this one, the Mega Man.
I mean, this has probably happened, but what is the right answer? I don't know.
Let's do this one. I like this little pixel Locky tube.
I know.
It's so cute.
Do you see the jailed Yoshi in the back?
It's not back there. Maybe this violent one is good.
Oh, the violent one.
For you.
I mean, it is quietly. Nobody will notice. What could the correct answer be?
I'm gonna do this one.
You got the same result. Oh, gosh.
This episode's performing as usual.
Okay.
This is like my life.
I'm gonna do one and try and tank the episode. And let's just see what happens.
Really?
'Cause some of these I forget what I have.
Did you play this before?
I played this a million times. Okay, Tuskoub and I have been QAing this thing for weeks. Have you played this before? I've never seen this. It just showed up in my email one morning. Okay, so let's do that. What would be a bad start to this?
Probably this.
I think the third one.
Is a bad start?
Rock Your World.
Oh, the Rock Your World.
It's silly. Don't
say Rock Your World. I think the third one.
I think the Sonic one, maybe.
Oh, the Sonic one.
I think that one might be like a hidden.
The Nintendo fans don't like.
A hidden secret. Oh.
I think that one.
The second
one.
I actually think that's the bad one. I don't want to give you all the secrets though.
Yeah, I have to really.
You're gonna have. Can you've yet to beat the game.
I have to make a spreadsheet where I document these decisions.
Let's do that.
But I already did that one.
And I think for this one, the comedy material.
Oh, the comedy
would
material.
Would be bad. So let's see.
Oh!
But it's actually not all the way down.
Can it get to 10?
There is a bad ending. Yes.
Oh no, look how mad I am in the 7 out of 10. It's literally giving me anxiety. Oh my god.
Well, there you go.
Wow.
This is the big gift.
This is so cool. Wait, are we making this so that other people can play it too?
We can. I got to talk to you about that.
We should.
So maybe we go have our big birthday lunch and then make some decisions. You make some more big decisions and
business ones?
Come back and tell people what's what.
Wow, this is so amazing. Thank you so much. And thank you to Tuskoub and Dale for writing this amazing remixed music. You guys are the best. I feel so special. Thank you so much. It wasn't scary after all.
You didn't cry. Good.
I was a little misty.
All right.
Wow, I have no words. This is amazing. Well, I'm still recovering from the shock and awe of this amazing birthday present. Thank you so much again.
So welcome.
Wow. We did have a big Kit and Krysta board meeting though.
Yes.
At lunch.
The board has decided.
The board has decided, and we will be making this game available to all of our wonderful Patreon family members to play.
Yes.
Even if you're in the free tier.
Any tier, including free, you can get the game. We have a version for Windows and Mac.
Yes.
That you can check out. And I hope everybody can play the game, see what kind of ending you get, and just enjoy it.
Yeah, I want to hear if you are able to get the coveted 1 out of 10 video spot in the YouTube analytics. I have yet to get it.
We're still trying.
So I better keep trying, But yes, thank you so much again for making this happen. It was amazing. Thank you to Tuskoub for actually making this incredible game, and of course, our lovely composer Dale North for all the great music. It was a village.
All the collaborators, yes, the dev team.
The dev team.
The dev team,
Here,
yes.
roll the credits. Roll the credits. All right. Well, we hope you check out the game, and we'll see you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.